Devo Maheshwara Guru Sakshat Parang Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Akhanda Mandala Karam Vyaptam Yena Characharam Tatpadam Darshitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityor Ma Amritangamaya Om Shanti 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 Sahanao Avatu Sahanao Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinao Adhitam Astu Ma Vidvishavahai Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. All right. Whoops, where are we here? Share screen. All right, Malati, start us off here. Just a second, let me clean up this screen a little bit. I think you can get rid of this stop here. All this added material at the top. Anyway. Okay, sorry. I'll do that again. Yes, please. How do I do it so that I can? I'd like to have just.
Mandaha.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Mandaha Mantarakaha.
Yeah, this is the name of the person.
Does it have a special meaning? Mantaraka?
Mantaraka. Well, no, I don't really think it does. Probably does. All right, let's give it a look. I don't have do I have, here, let's find, let me find, oops, not here. Moni Williams. Mantaraka. It's got some manta, something to do with stirring. Oops, it's the name of a man, name of a tortoise, name of a stupid weaver. I think that's what one we're looking at here. Name of a hunchback. So it doesn't have any specific, but well, mantara, I think mantara means slow. I think it also means slow. Just let me have a look. Mantara. Yeah, here, see.
Can you change it?
Oh, sorry, didn't do. I sometimes forget to see which, where are we here? New share. Okay, here we go. There we go. Yeah, mantara is slow. Here, slow, lazy, tardy, indolent, dull, stupid, silly. Is that enough?
So that's a double. So manda also means that. So it's a double.
Yeah. So
enforcement.
This one's his name. So his name means his name. So he's just What else is there here? Broad, wide, large, bulky. So he's big. Bent, curved, crooked, hunchbacked, humpback. So he could be all those things. All right, let's go on.
Kashminshit grame mantarakaha nama Tantu vayaha asit. In one village, there was a weaver.
Yes,
a cloth weaver named Mandaraka. Saha pratidinam vastram vayatisma. Every day he was weaving cloth.
Yeah, keep going.
Kadachi tasya vayana yantrasya kashta kashta nirmitaha dandaha bhagna. So one day, his that Vaina yantra is his weaving. What's it called? Weaving loom.
Yes, his loom. Yeah, you don't have.
Okay, so his loom.
Machine.
Okay, his weaving machine. So kashta.
Actually, Tantu. Tantu. This is the Tantu is actually the Vayana yantra. Right? The Tantu here is oops. Okay, well, no, a warp. Let me just see. Okay, no, it's got thread. Tantu is a thread or a cord or a string. But let's say Tantu Vaya. A weaver. Okay, all right. I thought that Tantu, the Tantu was the Tantu Yantra is maybe Tantu Yantra. Is that really? Let's just see if they put that. Not found. Okay. Continue, please.
Yeah. Okay. Can you change back? So Kashta Nirmita is made with great difficulty.
Oh no, that's Kashta. This is Kashta.
Oh, Kashta
is wood.
Okay. So his the wooden rod of his weaving loom broke.
That's right. From his, of his weaving loom. So on the weaving loom, whatever. Okay, go on.
Nutna dandam anetum mantarakaha parashum grihitva aranyam gatavan. In order to get a new stick, Mandaraka grabbed his axe and went to the forest.
That's right. Axe, Parashu, like Parashurama, the one who takes pleasure in whacking people with his axe. Aranyam Gatavan. Keep going.
Tatra saha ekam uttamam vriksham drishtavan. Tam kartaitum saha parasha prayogam kritavan. So there he saw a first class tree.
A what?
First class.
Okay. All right. First class. Yeah.
An excellent tree.
That's good.
So in order to cut him, he began using his axe. He used his axe.
Very good. So prayogam, using his axe. Excellent. Okay, Shamantika. If you're okay with this, Shamantika, no problems?
Not exactly.
Yes, just probably no. There might be some vocabulary words, but I gave most of these vocabulary words in a file at the beginning. I suppose I'll have to do it when we go to the next book. I'll have to do the same thing to make it a little bit easier to have to have the vocabulary there. Anyway, go on. You read the second paragraph.
Tasmin vrikshe kashchit devata vasatisma. In that tree, some god lived.
Good.
Some. So it means some female goddess, right?
Devata. Devata doesn't necessarily mean a female god. But the noun is female, so the pronoun follows the gender of the word.
Ah, I see. Okay, 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 okay.
It might be a
Okay.
male deity, but because the word devata is being used, so therefore
Clear
you
now,
have to have
okay.
a feminine.
Sa mandarakam uktavati. So this mandarakam, don't recognize it all.
Mandarakam is the name of the weaver.
Oh, okay, okay. Okay, so this devata said to Mandaraka, "Ho, eshaha vrikshaha mama ashrayasthanam asti." Hey, this tree is my ashrayasthanam. Place of residence?
Yeah, that could be good. That's good. Yeah, so that's a perfect Shashti Tat Purusha there. The latter member is a noun, right? A former member is also a noun, but so the two are, both words are nouns, and the relationship between the two is one of Shashti, genitive relationship. So the place of residence or place of refuge. Go on.
Ataha bhavan etamma kartayatu. That's why you don't cut it.
Yeah, you must not cut it. Go ahead.
Yes, you must. Aham bhavate ekam varam dadami. So I'll give one like varam, like excellent, some
A boon.
say.
Right?
Boon, yes, yes,
in these
yes,
stories, they're
right.
always like in the genie comes out of the bottle and he offers you 3 wishes.
Okay. And bhavate is to you, dative,
That's
right?
right. Yeah, so dadami
Okay,
usually
so
takes chaturthi vibhakti.
so I'll give you a boon. Bhavan yad ichiti tat yachatu iti. What you want, that ask.
Okay. Yeah, that's a little. So yachatu here, I don't yachatu. He's put it in parasmaipada. But yacha is usually atmanepada. All right, go ahead. Malati, go ahead. What happened to Vinod Vani? Are you in touch with her at all?
I'm in touch with her, but she's not. She's. I mean, she's doing her seva, her regular seva, but I haven't asked her about the Sanskrit classes.
Because she kind of stopped coming a few weeks ago. All right. Anyway, go ahead.
Mandarakaha. Aham chintitavan vadami iti uktavan. Mandaraka said, I will think about it and let you know.
Okay.
Or having thought about it, I will speak. I will say.
Okay, sure, fine. Which is intelligent. I don't know why he's not so stupid. I mean, if you're going to have if you get one wish, of course, most of us think if I had one wish, probably most of us would be able to answer right away. Give me $1 million. That would be the easiest one. But why a million nowadays? $1 million is nothing, right? You want $1 billion. Okay. Anyway, but he wants to think about it. Go ahead.
Anantaram saha mitrasya napitasya griham gatavan. then after that, he went to the house of his friend, a barber.
Which friend?
Napita.
Napita,
Napita is
we
a
had this
barber.
in the last story.
Remember we
Napita.
had Napita here, we had it in the previous story.
Ah, yes, right. Okay.
Tam Prishtavan, Bho Mitra, Devata Varam Datum Sacha Asti. Oh, friend, so this saja, is it something like, is it something like a devata is ready to give me a boon?
Yes, yes. So that's exactly it. So this is, I can't, to be honest, I don't, you have, well, let's just see saja. I bet it's not in here.
Mm.
Oh, it is. Okay. Oh, look at that. Exactly right. Fixed, prepared, equipped, ready for. So that's in, yeah, well, you do have it. Sajji bhuta. You have this word sajji bhuta, which often comes up. So you do see it. I mean, I should have, all right, I was a little, to be honest, you know, sajji bhuta. So here you see this equipped, prepared, ready, like that. So you often hear soldiers being sajji bhuta, ready for battle.
And what's the root? Here.
Well, okay, this is saja. Saja, well, I can't think of it. Sanj. He says sanj. To be attached or fastened, to adhere, to stick. To be devoted. This is probably it here. But saja doesn't exactly sanj. Let's see, sanj. But sanj goes to sakta, and you know, no, that's different. It's a stick. Yeah, well, I don't know really if that's it.
Okay.
It must be that. It must be that, but that's not really what the root means. It means sticking to something, like asakti comes from that past participle. Okay, go on.
Kam varam yachani iti. Which boon should I take?
Yeah, so here you go. So that's good. So you recognize this as lotu. All right. Next, Samantika.
And here, saja, what exactly is like grammatically?
Okay, so this is an adjective. So aham saja, excuse me, devata saja asti. So it's an adjective. It's feminine. It's agreeing with devata. So the devata is ready to give me a boon.
Okay, more
He's,
clear.
you know, he's about to. He's prepared. He's ready to give me a boon.
Napitaha uktavan. So Barbe replied, said, Bhavan Rajyam Yachatu. You should ask for a kingdom.
Right.
Tena Maharajatvam Prapyate. So by you.
Oh no, Tena is by that. Tena is not by you.
Oh, by that. Sorry. Yes, sure. By that, a big, how to say, no, not big, Maharajatvam, how to translate?
Well, Maharajatvam means you will attain, you know, you'll
Kingship.
become the king. That's really what it means. So
Yes,
really, to translate it very briefly, that way you will become the king, or you will get the throne. You'll become the king, right? You will get the
kingship. It is like some, yes, abstract noun. Okay.
Yeah, so it's just, but this is a very common way of saying, you know, you will become king, you will get the kingship.
So is it really a normal way of saying?
Yes,
Like this?
absolutely. This is Sanskrit.
Hmm.
This
Okay.
is one of the things in the course. Of course, it comes a little bit later in the course, but I put a lot of stress on this because this is such a common way of saying things in Sanskrit.
Mm-hmm. Aham bhavataha mantri bhavishyami iti. And I will become your minister.
Very good. Okay, Malati, keep going.
Astu iti uktva mandarakaha griham agatavan. So be it, said Mandaraka, and went home. Patnim prishtavan, priye, devata varam dadati. Napitaha vadati, rajyam yachatu iti, kim yachami iti. So he asked his wife, dear, oh dear, a deva will give or gives me a boon. The barber said, I mean, it's in order to translate it, one has to change it a little bit, otherwise it sounds odd.
Yeah,
You know,
change the tense.
tenses.
I mean, they're
Yeah, the
obviously
tenses are-
they're
exactly.
using the present tense.
Yeah.
Because you know they're using the present tense just well, it's a kind of a narrative present, but in English we don't use that. In French they do it. So in French you can use the present tense to indicate the past if you're narrating a story. Or not in German you can't do that.
Yeah. As soon as it becomes like really, if you want to be close to the event, you change to present tense. That's
right.
the narrative style. That's very common. Yeah. So so you do this in English also or not?
Not so much, no.
Mm-hmm.
If someone does that in English, people will look at him funny.
Mm-hmm.
But then he goes,
So
yes, sometimes people do it, you know, when they really get excited and telling them, you know, but it's not really like it's informal.
Yeah. So the barber said, get a kingdom. What should I ask?
Yeah, so what should
I ask?
Okay, go ahead, Samantika. Just a second, let me get in the way. Sorry.
Sa uktavati. She said, Napitaha murkhaha. Barbara is full.
Yeah, maybe her name was Barbara. Nothing, go ahead.
Saha kimapi na janati. He knows nothing.
Good.
Rajyasya nirvahane bahu kashtam bhavati.
So here's kashtam. So notice the difference there, Malati. Before you had kashta and kashtam. So you see the difference. There's two differences. The first vowel, this one is short, and this is not the aspirated one, but it's the unaspirated ka. So kashtam, kashtam, kashtam. Sorry, go ahead.
And can you remind the previous kashtam? What was it?
It meant wood.
Ah, okay. And this is bad, right? Or difficult?
Trouble.
Okay.
Yeah. Painstaking, you know, yeah, a lot of trouble. In this case, it's trouble.
Yes. Nirvahane, I'm trying to understand.
Yeah, I guess that nirvahane, the best thing to be would be managing.
Oh, I see now. Okay. So managing of the kingdom is very troublesome.
Yeah, there's a lot of trouble in managing the in the management of a kingdom. There is much trouble. Yeah, to put it more
Good
literally.
translation. Like
But anyway, what you
local,
said was right. It was good.
Ataha Rajyam Mastu. That's why kingdom must not be, or how to say.
Yeah, so so let's not have a kingdom. So I mean, here obviously, this is there's an understood genitive in here, right? Tava Raja Mamastu. You should not have a kingdom, or may you not have a kingdom, or like that.
Clear. Idanim, now. Bhavan Pratidinam Ekam Vastram Vayati Killa. So now you every day one cloth are weaving.
Yeah.
What killa?
Killa here, you can't really translate it.
Yeah, I remember this difficult word. Like a question mark here.
No, it's more maybe only. Let's give a look at. Let's look at menu. I mean, here I am. This is because they do use it. Let's see, killa. A particle of asseveration or emphasis. Indeed, verily, assuredly.
Okay, like way. Vedic way.
Let's see. Here, let's see. According to native lexicographers, may be used in communicating intelligence and may imply probably, possibly, agreement, dislike, falsehood, inaccuracy. I mean, that's just too many things there.
Yes, too much. Okay.
So basically, verily, assuredly, I guess that this is,
that's enough to understand. Okay, so you are verily are weaving one clothes every day.
Yeah.
Tena asmakam they nandi navyayartham apekshitam dhanam labhyate. By that, our so we obtain money. Labhyate.
Yeah.
Apekshitam.
Apekshitam, remember this one? We had that before. Expected or needed, like that, right? Basically, so that the necessary here it really means necessary. So that or what we expect, or what we it's really expected, or what we
I
need.
remember this is from looking. Yes. So then what is this?
Dainandina. So dainandina, it's dina. Dainandina, so it means every day, or daily, day after day. And vyaya means expenses, and artham means for. So the amount of work that is the amount of wealth or amount of money that is needed for our daily expenses.
Oh, I see. So some economics is here.
Yes, dainandina. Well, dainandinam, it says dainandina. I could have used the word nitya. That would have been just as good. But dainandinam. Yes, this is used. It's not uncommon. Continue. I mean, you're all right with that? Tena asmakam dainandina vyayartham apekshitam dhanam labhyate.
Yes, that's for with this one clothes per day, the daily needs are met, we can say, right? Right?
Yes, okay.
In essence. Bhavan devatam anyat bahu dvayam dvitiyam shiraha cha yachatu. Okay, so you you must ask the deity Anyat, another Bahu Dvayam. So in twice as this, or how
No,
to
no, 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 no,
understand?
no. Dwayam. Okay, so actually this is coming up. This is yeah, in the manual, this is coming up very soon. Because we have this is a way of saying numbers, right? So dwayam means a pair, and bahu means arms. So another pair.
Arms, okay. Not Bahu as many.
No, no.
So
Bahu,
difficult,
yeah, so
sometimes
yeah,
long, sometimes short.
That's right.
So 2 arms. You have to ask two more arms?
Yeah.
Wow. His wife is, I don't know what to say.
Yeah, well, I think that she's really the murkha here.
You're right.
But of course, he's a fool to listen to her. But then many men are fools and listen to their wives.
Yeah, as I remember from our manual, Rama is setting example, doing the contrary.
Okay, what else did she tell him to ask for?
And also Cha ask for Dvitiyam Shirah. Another head.
Yes,
Second
another
hand.
head. Yeah, you see in the picture there. So.
Oh, wow, it's really crazy.
Keep
Oh
going.
my God. Tada Bhavan Pratidinam Vastradvayam Kartum Shaknoti. So you will be able to do two clothes every day.
Boy, this is really a failure in intelligence here, because even if he's got extra arms and an extra head, he still has to sit in front of one machine.
That's so funny.
Okay, finish it.
Ekasya Vastrasya Dhanam Dei Nandi No Payogartham Bhavati. Day after day, this I see.
Okay, but yeah, well, they're
Nandi na
sorry?
Upayoga Artham.
Yeah, Upayoga.
So in order,
Upayoga Artham. So Artham for the purpose of, right?
Yes.
Upayoga. So that you said daily needs before. So Upayoga is also like Prayoga. We had Prayoga just above, right? Prayoga, Upayoga. So the Upayoga is the for daily usage, right? For our daily expenses. So it's pretty much the same meaning. What was this? The previous one was where was it? Here, Dainandina Vyaya Artham. So Vyaya was the word here. So it was for the expense, for the spending. Vyaya means the expenses, what you spend. And here upayoga means for the uses, for our daily needs, really. So let's put the our daily needs. So really here what they need, the upayoga, for our daily usage.
And the vyaya, it is like from ya, like going, moving, and v.
Yeah, that's right.
Like
V and E. V.
Okay, I see.
Maybe it's V plus A. Vyaya. Vyayati.
I see. Okay,
So that was the money from the money of one cloth will be,
will be sufficient for daily use.
Yeah. And
Dvitiyasya danam sangrahitum shakyate. And money of the second
okay, so here you have the passive of the verb to be able with infinitive. So the second, the money from the second cloth, and here we're using, so here you can use the present tenses here being used for the future, right? What they say is samipa vartamani, right? So it means that you have this is the expression that's used. So it means that it's close, it's something that's going to happen, but it's in the near future. So you can use the present tense for the near future also. So the present tense is quite flexible there.
I can't understand how to translate passive of
well, sangrihitam sangraha. So sangraha, like a sangrahalaya. The word for museum in Sanskrit is sangrahalaya. So an alaya means a place, right? And sangraha means collection. So a place of collection. So here it means, so she's saying we can collect the money or we can save the money. It's really, we can, and that's the kind of the collection she's talking about. She's not talking about going out and collecting money from other people. She's just saying that we can save it. So the first money we can use for our daily expenses, and the second one we can use, the second cloth can be, we can save that money.
And here I just thought, what is this he? So it's some grammatical formation in between sangrahitum. Yes. I don't remember the rule. So
okay,
this
is just, because this is just the verb grah. So the word graha has, why it's grahitum. I can't really explain that. But that's the infinitive is made. So it's sangraha. So grihnati is the present tense, right? Grihnati, grihnanti. But the past participle is grihita, like anugrihita, like that.
Okay. Tada vayam sukhena jivitum shaknuyama. So then we will be able to live happily.
That's right. So here shaknuyama, that's vidilingam. Okay, Malachi, go.
Mantarakaha etat angikritavan. Mantaraka accepted that. Saha vanam gatva devata yachittavan. Bhagavati mahyam anyat bahu dvayam dvitiyam shiraha cha dadatu iti. He went, going to the forest, he asked the devata, oh God,
Yeah, so here this would be in this particular case, so this here, it must be a feminine goddess, right? Because if it was, it could be a devata.
Yeah, that's.
It could be a male devata, but if it was a male devata, then he would say Bhagavati.
Please give me another set of arms and a second head, also a second head, he said.
Okay, Samantika, go, last paragraph.
Devata tathastu iti uktavati. So the goddess said, so be it. Tat kshanameva manthara kasya anyat bahudvayam dvitiyam shiraha cha utpannam. At that very moment, another pair of hands and the second head appeared for Mantharaka.
Yeah. So utpannam there, utpannam, well, it appeared is just as good as anything else. So utpannam means, to grow usually. So utpatti, usually talk about plants growing. So, you could say that they grew out, they grew, he grew another pair of hands and had, but anyway, utpannam, they appeared is good enough. Okay, go on.
Saha santoshena gramam agatavan. He went to the village happily. Parantu janaha vichitrakaram tam drishtva eshaha rakshasa iti matva dandena tadayitva tam maritavantaha. At last somebody had died here, okay? So parantu, but people having seen strange, how to say, him being so strange.
No, the akaram means form, right? So if you say akaram, just like the rupam, so vichitra rupam, vichitra akaram, so akaram means a shape also, right? So the seeing this strange shape. So that's so that particular case, and this one here, this is a bahuvrihi, right? So tam vichitra akaram, someone who has a strange shape or strange form. So seeing him, tam.
Okay. This is a rakshasa having thought with stick. What is having beaten him by a stick, they killed him.
That's right. So what's the moral? Asyaha kahinyaha or asyaha katayaha sara shikshaka kim manyase. Malati. Asyaha katayaha sara shikshaha ka bhavati.
Bhavata pati ma shrinu.
Masrunu. Don't wish for stupid things. Napitasya buddhi asit, na? Napitaha avadat rajyam yachatu. Rajyam yachatu tadatvam rajatvam prapsyasi. Yadi raja bhavati tada sarva sukham bhavishyati. Stri katham vadati. Patni katham vadati rajatve bahu kashtam bhavishyati. Rajatve bahu kashtam bhavishyati. Tad asamichinam. Asamichinam. Not so smart, not so bright. Ayukthum. Well, let's have a look here. Shall we just? I'm gonna take a minute here and see if I can find the. Let me get here down here. Let me just let me go into this. I'll see if I can find the original story. I should have looked it up, but I was doing something else this morning. I was writing something. So let's see here. Here we have poetry and poetics, Subhashitani, Katha literature, Panchatantra. I think if we look for mandaraka, let's see, mandaraka, they usually keep the same names. Okay, here, let's have a look. Let's read it in the original, see what we get. We'll just have a few minutes. Hey, this is it here. So, no, this is a kurma. This is a different mandaraka. Let's see if we have another one. Okay, this mandaraka. So mandaraka would be slow, right? So mandaraka, this is a different mandaraka. Let me see, mandaraka, this is maybe the wrong mandaraka. There's 36 ones here. Let's do Tantu Vaya. Oh, there's no Tantu Vayas. Okay, let's go back to mandaraka then. All right, mandaraka, I have to look here. It looks like this mandaraka. I don't see it here. Lubdika, we get this mandam manam stalamadya gachantam. Mantarakam. There's this mantaraka, we've got a tortoise that's getting in the way of this. Well, I don't see it. Nope. Okay, well, I don't seem to see it. Let me just try one more. This is let's say he was Bahu Dvayam, right? So that was Bahu Dvaya. Oh, Bahu, I just saw Bahu. No, Bahu, but I saw Bahu Yugalam there. All right, well, I don't, this is the other ones I found very quickly and easily, but this one I don't seem to find. Well, let's see, Dvitiya Shiram. Let's see, try Dvitiya or Dvitiyam Shir. Oh, here we go, found it. All right, let's see. There's something a bit different. Oh, it's got a lot of extra stuff in here. Oh, this is very long. Oh, here we go. Mantra Kolika Kata. All right, let's just go. We have 5 minutes here. I'll read, okay? Kasmings chit adishtane. So adishtane here means a place, right? So kasmings chit adishtane mantarako nama kolikaha pratibhasati sma. So I guess kolika, it's not a kolika. Let's see, kolika. Kolika, is that another word for a weaver? Okay, so I didn't know that word. Here, this is the more common thing. A follower of the left-hand Shakta ritual, kolika. So there was a kolika pratibhasati sma. Tasya kadachit pata karmani. So pata is a cloth, right? Pata karmani kurvataha. So as he was doing his work of cloth weaving, I guess, pata means cloth. Sarva pata karma kashtani bhagnani. So sarva pata karma kashtani bhagnani. So well, sarva pata karma, I wonder if that's a pata karma. Well, anyway, kashtani bhagnani, the wood that he was using, all of these woods were broken. Tataksa kutaram. So kutaram is another word for parashu. Kutaram, an axe. Adaya, taking an axe. He went into the forest, kashtartham, for wood. Sacha samudra tate yavat brahman prayataha tavat tatra singshapa padapaha tena drishtaha. Right, so he went to the shore of the ocean as far as, so yavat, he went as far as the ocean shore. Brahman, wandering, so wandering as far as the Brahman shore, he went, he came. Or here, Tavat, so here, I guess this is Tavat. So, yeah, so here, so so when he had come as far as the ocean shore, then he saw a singshapa tree. A padapa is a tree, right? Drinking from the feet. So tataha chintitavan. Then he thought, Mahan ayam vriksho drishyate. This is a big tree I see here. This tree is very big. Tad anenaiva kartitena prabhutani parta karmopakaranani bhavishyanti. Okay, so just look here. So tad, that, anena aiva. So tad here is therefore, anenaiva, by this, kartitena, cut, prabhutani. So here prabhutani means very many or very great amount. Pata karmopakaranani. So upakaranam means, useful, useful things, like for my weaving, pata karma. Upakaranani, useful. An upakaranam. An upakaranam is something that you use, for another job. Right, your instruments, you could say, but it's not upakaranam, it's not instrument really. Just some upakaranam, upakarana here. Instrument or implement, machine, engine, apparatus, paraphernalia was, I guess, the word I was looking for. Upakarana. So usually with worship, right? So here, so as the vessels at a sacrifice, the things that you use for something else, right? Iti abadharya tasyopari kutaram utkshiptavan. So iti avadharya, so coming to this conclusion or thinking like this, tasya upari, so we just did this in the other class, right? Upari, on top of it. So here on top, it's not really so much on top of it, but on it, he threw the axe. Well, I mean, he started to chop the tree. Utkshiptavan. So atha tatra vrikshe kaschit vyantaraha samastritya ashit. So I don't know this word either. I don't know this one. Here, occupying an intermediate position, a class of gods, including Pishachas, Bhutas, Yakshas, Rakshasas, Kinnaras, Kimpurushas, Mahoragas, and Gandharvas. So it was one of those. So usually they're Yakshas, right? In the trees, it's Yakshas that live there. Anyway, that looks interesting. It doesn't look too difficult, you know, just with a little bit of vocabulary. So I think I'll just make this story, but it looks quite long this time. All right, I'll do, but here, well, it goes on. So here's let's just go, let's see the moral of the story, the Sara Shiksha. Anagavatim chintam asambhavyam karoti yaha sa eva pandura kshete soma sharma pita yata. Well, that doesn't let me think. That seems like it's beginning something else. Here we go. This is the one. Here's our moral. Yasya nasti swayam pragya. So one who himself does not have wisdom, right? Yasya nasti swayam pragya. So himself not having wisdom. Mitroktam nakaroti yaha. Who does not do what his friend tells him, right? Mitroktam, told by the friend, nakaroti yaha. So one who does not do what his friend tells him. Saeva nidanang yati, he goes to destruction. Yata mantara kaulikaha. There you go. That's the moral of the story. If you don't have intelligence yourself, then you should listen to your friend, not your wife. So I guess that you were right there, Malati, that it's don't listen to your wife. Atra Sara Shiksha Kimasit. Or kasit sara shiksha yasya nasti swayam prajna mitroktam nakaroti yaha sa eva nidhanang yati. So nidhana means destruction, right? Death. Yata mantarako likaha. So atava sadhu idam uchyate. Okay. All right. That's all for today, my friends. I'll do this story here. So for those who are more ambitious, we'll see what else is stated. What more is there in the Panchatantra? Because this one has, you see, quite often in these stories there'll be like here. You see, there are a whole bunch of verses that are quoted. So in this midst of this story, you have the one main moral, but in the terms of there's usually an argument that goes on. So the different members, so the different people will argue for certain things. And so then they'll give quotations. And quite often these quotations, sometimes even Bhagavad Gita quotations are given there, you know, to argue the point. So you get wisdom sayings from both sides of the argument.
Maybe anyway, on the next level, we can read the originals. What do you think?
Well, no, I don't think we're ready for it yet. There's quite a bit of, I mean, this is quite a long one. Mm-hmm. Right? So here he says, this is the end here. Yasya nasti swayam pragya mitroktam nakshanoti yaha sa eva nidanam yati yatha mantra kaulikaha. Om Sarve bhavantu sukhinaha, sarve santu niramayaha, sarve bhadrani pashyantu ma kaschid dukkha bhag bhavet, purnam madah purnam idam, purnat purnam udachyate, Purna. Anyways, Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. I do think that they're getting easier, though. I mean, I can obviously both of you are, you know, with a little help from the vocabulary in terms of the way that these sentences are structured and the way that the stories are told. I think that it's getting, you know, that it certainly is that you're able to manage this these readings quite well. I was looking
at least Bhagavad Gita tikas are much more tough.
Yes, obviously, yeah. Well, I mean, we're trying to get to that level. But I mean, even the Bhagavad Gita tikas, well, most of them, right, the ones we've been doing lately with those Vishwanath Chakravarti ones, those have been a little bit difficult. But you'll see.
I will not be there.
What?
Sorry. Next Saturday, I'm invited for a wedding, so I will not attend. So I hope Shamantaka will find somebody else. Somebody else.
Well, will not be able to attend. You see, as we are only two for some reason, it's very strange to me.
Well, maybe I'll talk to you.
I don't know.
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess, you know, for you two, you're finding these readings are a little bit, you know, that you're finding the manageable. But I guess not everybody was. I would think that if everybody found them manageable, we'd have more people here. But I mean, these are not that. I mean, to be quite frank, this is not super difficult Sanskrit. It's purposefully it's been made easy, and it's made easy so that you can pick up vocabulary. Right, the idea you're picking up some each class, each story, we pick up a couple of new words. If there's too much vocabulary, that's what strains. That's what puts a strain on your your learning capacity.
Yeah, that's why I'm really glad we have this level, because it's I really can handle.
Yes, well,
yeah, the original ones would be too difficult. Yeah.
Well, I mean, this is good also because this is practical. You can use these kinds of this is the kind of construction that you can use in practical Sanskrit. Chintitavan, right? Gatavan, Uktavan, using the perfect participle. All right, then, Jai Sri Radhe.
Radhe Shyam.